To order and pay the respects to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Buck, you want to do roll call, please?
Oops, excuse me. Superstardy?
Yep.
Charlene Sotheby?
Here.
Lori Fisher?
Here.
Kreideman here. Ed Hunwick?
Here.
Present. And all present, we have a quorum.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
I'll second it.
John, can we move the station location back up, the unfinished?
I'm sorry, what?
The unfinished, for the station location potential,
Meaning,
unfinished business?
talking about the unit
Yeah,
here?
right.
Okay. That would be E. I don't have any problem with that. Anybody have any problem with that?
We're adding or what?
Move it unfinished business of the station location?
That would be E under unfinished.
Move from where?
Move from where?
I think he wants to add it. Did you want to add that, Bill? Mm-hmm. He wants to add it.
Yeah, we,
I'll modify my amendment to say what Bill just stated.
And I'll modify my second.
Okay, we have a motion by Kreideman, supported by Sotheby. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Public comments on items not on the agenda. Approval of the minutes from the meeting of June 27th, 2016.
I move to accept the minutes as presented from June 27th, 2016.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Kreideman, supported by Sotheby. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, bill review.
Did we have a rat problem?
yeah,
Does it walk?
either lost him out the door or we,
Was it Dave? Is he the
It was
rat?
Dave.
No, I wasn't.
we got
Different rat.
cheap cheese.
I'll make a motion to approve the bill run from June 27th to September 19th, 2016 for 70, didn't circle the amount, $72,500.40.
You said 72,000?
$72,500.40.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Fisher, supported by Sotheby. Buck, do you want to do a roll call, please?
Yes, Charlene Sotheby?
Yes.
Lori Fisher?
Yes?
Kreideman, yes. Ed Hunwick?
Yes.
Superstardy?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. Next is year-to-date revenue and expense report.
I make a motion, we receive and file.
Support?
We have a motion by Sotheby, supported by Fisher. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And next we have the distribution reports.
I'll make a motion to receive and file the GL distribution reports for June, July, and August of 2016.
Second?
We have a motion by Fisher, supported by Kreideman. All in favor?
Aye.
Mike.
Same sign. Okay, unfinished business, employee handbook. Lori?
Had a little issue last week with, I am locked out of my computer. So I was hoping to not have to admit that to everybody, but I will be gone for a week, and when I get back, apparently I'm gonna have to call somebody in to recover my files on my hard drive, because that's where it all is. I didn't even smash it. So I think, I have not been to a meeting for quite some time. I think where we left off at the last meeting I was at is our wonderful attorney Bob had been kind enough to mark up a couple, what did we call those at the end of?
In the appendix?
Yeah, I guess the appendix items. So those had gotten updated, and now they're on my hard drive, which I can't get to. So hopefully when I get back, I'll get those files off, and we'll get those sent back out for everybody, and by next meeting, hopefully we would be in good shape to get the entire book approved, or to go through the entire book.
Okay.
So you want it set aside?
Yeah.
I move to set aside until our next meeting, which is, what date would that be?
October.
That will be October 24th.
October 24th, 2016,
Get you back to your cruise, huh?
the employee handbook.
Yep.
I'll support.
We have motion by Creighton, supported by Fisher. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, I will entertain a motion to go into closed session.
I make a motion that we go into closed session.
You not need to read all
You
that
need to
information?
read the whole thing.
Okay, I will. Under MCL 15.268, parentheses H, to discuss written legal opinion, issues on Ken LaPlace contract, and provisions relating to confidential proprietary information.
I have a question.
I'll second it.
Okay, Ed?
Why are we bothering with this? The township has already given their support for the TV station. Why are we even dealing with this?
He's harassment Addison now. He's put a letter to Addison Township about that.
Yeah, but that's
too.
Addison Township for what?
Doing the same thing, trying the same thing.
So what's Addison's response?
Haven't had a meeting yet.
Don't have a meeting yet.
But that's none of our business, is it? I mean,
No, not really. It
He
just-
can do
that's-
what he wants to.
The Oxford Township has given support to the TV station, have they not?
Yes.
Well, why are we dealing with this?
I was wondering that myself. Is this something we want to discuss in closed session? I don't know.
I just think this is a moot point.
Was this dealing with intellectual property also?
No. I think you should wait and hear from the attorney.
Well, I seconded that with the stipulation that if we do go into closed session, let's just discuss stuff that needs to be in closed session, not stuff that doesn't need to be in closed session. And I guess I'll shut up.
Okay, you want to do a roll call?
Lori Fisher.
Yes.
Fireman, yes. Ed Hunwick.
We're voting to go into closed session?
Yes.
Regarding the Ken LaPlace thing? Yeah,
Yes.
okay, yeah, no.
No, Sue Basardi.
Yes.
Charlene Sotheby.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Who will be in this closed session?
Oh, yeah, we should say who is in closed session. Yeah, was that you, Shar? Yeah, we need to say who's going to be in there. I think you could just say the commission plus whoever else.
Terry Stiles, who's the manager.
Well, that's up to Charlene.
Okay, I will add the station manager and Terry Stiles to the closed session.
You're
And,
over here.
and our
Okay, we're up.
Okay,
Maybe so.
do we have any motions or?
Yep.
All this money, we can't afford one of those clicky things.
Yeah, really.
I'll make a motion to proceed, and I didn't write this down. To
As
have our-
discussed in closed session.
Well, we discussed it in more detail, to have our attorney send the letters to Mr. LaPlace,
as discussed in
as
closed.
discussed in closed session.
I'd like to second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Fisher, supported by Creighton. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
If those letters will go out tomorrow, I'll email.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You don't want to leave the rest of it?
No, no.
A lot of fun going on here.
Oh, wait, that-
Paint drying up.
Oh, okay, got it, okay.
I want to think I'll watch it.
Okay, next is the earmarks for future capital expenditures. Bill,
Sir?
are we just going to receive and file? I didn't see it here in the packet, so.
Oh, for
It
the,
is in the packet,
Oh, it
What
is?
page is that on?
page 30. Well, 30 is kind of obscured by the
I
other
have a
print.
30. I wonder what happened to Mr.
Oh, there you go.
Page before 31 in reality, that you could read.
Well, that's 30. I do have that. I printed it up myself, I think. It's on the computer. You're talking about this, Dave?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and usually we just
Oh,
go to receive and file.
Oh, okay.
I'll make a motion to receive and file the earmarks for future capital expenditure sheet.
Would you like to say the amount? Or not? No? Okay.
Okay, we have a motion by Fisher, supported by Sotheby. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign. And station location, Bill?
yes, sir. There's two situations. The Legacy did call us a week again, second time to talk with them, the building they have over there. Unfortunately, they didn't give us the information we wanted to bring to you to this meeting. Personally, I don't think we were able to visit anything to do to the Legacy. It cost way too much money. Even though they gave us 1 year free, still asked way too much money of a budget we could possibly do then there. It's a nice place, but I don't think we can do that. Their old township hall, still, we would like to get started working on that. We worked on over a year now. We selected that building for the station and for here to move that station. I would like to get a movement going on that relocation to visit with the village and get an agreement with them and work with us, the township, for here to get done so we can get started on it and get some 3 contractors going and started. It's going to take us months to just negotiate it from back and forth and get it done. So I'm lucky we get started in February of next year to break dirt on it. Even if we moved it right now, it would not cost us anything from that building other than the construction we do. The other leasing we're doing right now, we still have to pay that for the $2,000 for a month for another 2 more years, but it won't cost us anything. We're living over there. We love that equipment over there, get the dirty garage out, get it cleaned up, get the new building going, get our people happy. We would just like to get it going, kick dirt, so to speak.
Buck?
Buck.
You said you checked into the Legacy.
Yes, sir.
What did the cost there after the first
That's the
year?
problem. They didn't give it to us, so we can give you a guess that would cost. It would cost us probably $36,000 a year for rent.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we're paying, what, 24 now, eh?
They didn't give us a number?
No, they've not. The originally time we visited them, they talked between $3,500 for that rent. It's over.
And he said that he would work with us on
They would work with it, they would give it 1 year for free, but there's cost in that first building also, there's like $25,000 or $30,000 they want the money, us to pay for that too. That was the free rent, they said, it's a push for that.
Why don't we send a negotiating team over there, of somebody from this board, go over there and officially see what he really...
What's the difference from what we're currently, situation that we currently have? We're still renting.
Right.
Yeah, we're
There's
paying
just,
24.
that's such a nice spot with all the foot traffic and the families and so much going on there that, even though it was still renting, I always thought that was a nice location just because of the amount of activity going on.
Can I add to that?
Yep.
The place that he has kind of spotted out for us is already built out. They built it out for somebody else, and the people never moved in. They're also right now talking with a homeschool association, and it's a large one, that seeks out learning opportunities for the students. And he suggested, there's even a classroom, that we would set up a classroom for homeschool students to teach them videography because they don't have that opportunity because they're not in high school. They're negotiating with them, getting them into that center. So that would be a possibility to supplement the extra funds that we would be paying above what we're paying now. it's a possibility, but that's all something that we just discussed with him, or he brought up last week. It's a beautiful place. I would recommend anybody make appointments with him and go see the place that he's got picked up. It's kind of perfect for what we need.
But the cost is going to be a lot of money. Cost of interior potentially of $36,000 fixing the equipment that's in there.
Did he give you that number, or are you just picking it out of the sky?
Well, that's what he said last time, a couple months ago when we first talked to him, it'd be $3,000 to $3,500, what he was talking. So that's a guesstimate. Per month.
First of all, the employees at the village, at the station shouldn't be negotiating with people that we want to rent the place from. This board should do that. We got a committee on this board that does, what is it called?
Right, facilities.
We should do the negotiating, I think, instead of, 'cause, you know, I sort of had the feeling you were going to let them go already without getting us even involved.
No,
You
we
said they were good for us.
will bring the information up here to let you know what the information that we have, that's all we have.
You pretty much
No
said,
negotiating happened whatsoever. There was
No negotiation, anything, no.
He asked us to come down and look at this to see if it would work for his studio. We walked through it. He said, this is the possibility. And so we bring
And we're waiting for the information.
the good man he is.
no negotiations.
But don't you think that you should have asked Buck and I to come?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
I think you should go. We just.
Well, it's already taken place now.
Well, you could, he would be
mean-
more than happy to have you guys come talk.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I had the feeling that Bill had already dismissed it because, it's too expensive, and he was ready to go on until I asked him questions about it, sort of thought, not saying nothing
Well,
against
that's
him, I'm just saying it
right,
sort of
that's
looked like the way it was going, you know, that, you know me, I'm a pain in the butt.
Well, and I think that we still have that lease agreement that doesn't expire till 19.
Right.
Right.
And what's the proposal for that? Since you guys are talking in open session, why not just lay it all out there for everybody to listen to?
What do you mean?
I believe that when you're looking at property and stuff like that, those discussions should take place in closed session. I've said it more than once, but apparently nobody listens to me, so let's just stick it out there for everybody to hear. That's what you guys are doing, and I disagree with it.
We have not made any proposal to anyone.
No.
And haven't even discussed making a proposal to anyone.
No, but when you're looking at places, Terry, to buy, rent, lease, whatever it is, you don't discuss those things out in the open, because people then tend to raise their prices.
People know what we're paying per month already. I mean, that's been established for 12 years, what we're paying per month. People know what we are affording.
Did you seek his, did he come to you?
Call us. Which is kind of how he gets people into that building, from what I understand.
How did he know that we were looking?
No, he started from the get-go.
No, I'm just wondering if it was, I'm just saying it's probably not a bad thing that some people know we're looking, because it might give us an opportunity for some facilities that we may not know be
Oh,
available.
when we did a thing with Christian, before he opened up his new building, he touring the building, he said, wow, you need to move your station over here. That's all we did. We didn't say anything about that either. We just, that's an opportunity, and that was
But
it.
again, what is the solution with the lease that we already maintain? It's not up until 19.
Right, in March, I think.
What is the, and I guess I'm asking everybody, what's the,
Terry doesn't have the answer.
Uh,
What month of 19?
I think it's March.
February, I thought it was February, maybe March.
February? It's early in the year.
Yeah.
So you're talking a little more than 2 years now.
And you still got all of 17, all of 18.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
and I, for one, am not interested in being a landlord, subleasing
The
that.
lease precludes us from doing that, so that's not even an
Lease.
option.
No,
What lease is that?
the lease that we have with where we're at now.
Oh, yeah.
So is the building full right now? So that is one possibility, that maybe he would sublease it or not sublease it, but let us out of the lease when he find somebody
You might be able
else.
to get more money.
Has anyone spoken there? No.
No.
Well, we got to be careful before we speak, we know what we're doing. Because you
Well,
might,
we also have to be prepared that either we're going to, carry out that lease. I mean, I don't think you're going to get an answer on that
unless he thinks he can get
From
more
who?
money.
from anybody. If we decide to move, I think we better plan on having to pay the rest of
Pay
that
that
lease.
lease.
So do you know if in that lease...
And it's what,
if we get to the
$24,000 a
end of
year?
our lease in the next 2 years, and we haven't found a place, we haven't made a move to move, do we have to rent it for another 4 years, or whatever Ken signed that lease for? Or can you rent it month by month? Or what is, to extend that lease, what is...
It's all up to negotiations.
Right.
Right. And I think that the reason that Ken signed that lease, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you were there,
I don't think Ken
I
signed
thought
this.
that,
That was about-
yeah,
I think it would have been me with the authorization of the board to do so. Yeah.
well, wasn't the reason that we did it was because he wasn't going to raise the rent, and it was
He wasn't going to
He said
raise the
give us
rent,
4
and he
more
was
years
also
without
going to
raising the
provide us with air conditioning.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was, yeah, air conditioning, yeah.
Can't we just send him some kind of, just a notice that if you have an interested party in the area we're occupying, we might be interested in terminating the lease early, if that's what you want to do? I mean, you can just make it a very applicable, letter, just explaining to him that if he's got opportunities to rent that out to somebody else for more money, we'd be willing to, to consider leaving early. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he could just say no, and we just continue on.
He's a good old guy. He's a cranky old guy, but he's really a nice guy. He really upset about the letters we're making about the noise. He said, why the hell do you have to raise noise? Come tell me what the problem, what's going on. Or he got a light up, he fixed the light for us, not a problem. I think we could communicate with him.
I think just a nice letter to him saying if he's got an opportunity to rent it out, if he wants to pursue renting it out over the next few months.
Or would you prefer a time frame? We don't even start thinking about moving till 3 months before our lease is up, or 6 months.
I think you got to do at least more than...
I agree with you, that's why we're looking now. It takes a long time.
I know, but Legacy might not have anything available to you in 2 years, but I don't know how you're going to pay rent on 2 places.
Oh, yeah,
I agree there too.
for sure.
I guess one thing I'd like to get straight, first of all, is there any issues about the place that we had been talking about earlier? Is that still on the plate for us?
You're talking about the Legacy Center?
No, I'm talking about the place that we talked about before that.
Old Township?
No, it's,
Right here.
Well-
is that still on the board, still on our plate?
I guess it's up to the board, but I can't, since you guys raised it, I did get an opinion from Bob, and I have not violated anything as long as we are not in negotiations. I can be part of the discussion, but I can't negotiate anything. However, we have another problem because Brian Cloutier cannot be our alternate because he doesn't live in the community anymore, which means that we have to find somebody to be on an alternate for the village. Better not be who you're thinking of, because no.
Are you going to wait till after the election before you make that assignment, or?
We gotta find somebody first.
Okay.
But is that still in the works?
It can't be anybody on council,
Why not Chief Schultz?
because they're in the same boat that I am. So it can't be a council person, it has to be somebody else.
Chief Schultz.
So apparently that issue is still open, they will still have an opportunity there?
Yeah, the building's open.
Okay, now, how about, are people actually interested in the Legacy Center? Is that something we want to pursue? Was the board think that's a good idea or not? It'd be nice to get a consensus on that before we even discuss it.
Yeah, I think maybe you should look at it, and at least, and keep your options open.
I think you have to look at what your potential costs are over maybe 7 years or 10 years, because so much in option A, there was a lot of upfront costs. So if you took those costs, if there's less costs upfront with option B, but the rent was higher, you're gonna spread them out and see what's it actually gonna cost over 7 years or 10 years.
Going to do that for the next meeting,
I don't know.
because I've only got 2 more meetings to go, I got to get something done here.
Let's not get
Well,
done in 2 meetings.
I like,
It'll be you then.
I like Ed's suggestion. I think you have to have a starting point. And it seems to me that that's the logical point, is to start with the landlord that we currently have, just to get some dialogue going.
Because it may change things if we knew that he would be willing, if he could find someone else, if he would allow that to happen.
Are you going to give him a time frame?
I don't,
What if we send him
wouldn't
a
do
letter
that.
and he says, well, I'll be looking at it in the next 6 months? Then what are you going to do? What are you going
well,
to do?
then but we always have the option to say, no, it didn't work out, versus going forward, because I kind of feel like, well, there's not much hurry, because we have 2.5 years left.
Yeah, I wouldn't commit in the letter that we would move out. I would just say we would entertain the option of moving out depending on if the situation works for us, depending on when and if you find somebody and when and how fast we could, exercise that option to move out.
Or at least even if he would say, once you do move out, I will actively seek someone to replace you, and if he finds somebody, then maybe he would discontinue our rent. That's still not a guarantee, and it doesn't really give us a good fixed number, but at least we know whether we need to plan on paying the rent through March of 2019 or not.
And it will give you a time frame that way.
Right.
That's your deadline.
There might also be an agreeable penalty for moving out early. A month's,
He's got no
a month
incentive
or
to do
two
that.
lease.
He's got guaranteed rent coming to him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see him wanting to give that up for any reason, unless the penalty is going to be equal to the rent that's owed him.
The only thing that's going to be
You never know.
important to him is can he rent it for more money than we're paying him? And then
If he's got
He may have
if he's got
somebody
someone
who
looking for
wants-
one of his units and
Yeah, that's what
we're
I'm saying.
still
He may
there.
have somebody already out there interested, and he's already sitting there thinking, well, I can't, I got nothing available. Well, if he knows that we're interested in maybe leaving early, that might spur some action on his side.
So then the only problem, though, is that person going to wait? Because it would take us, depending on where we go, months to make that happen, so.
The one guy next door to us with the gas thingy, they were talking about 6 or 7 months about moving next door to the vacant one next to it. But people moved, the boat guy went in there, so he's potential of moving both locations. Potential. So a letter would be a good idea.
Both businesses on each side of us are pretty crowded.
Yeah.
Well, and that could work out beautifully if he said, hey, so we'll have this spot open, and if we had 6 months, that'd be nice.
Right, right.
It would be nice, it's probably not important, but it would also be nice to know what's it going to cost to move the head, they call it a head, where you're sending out, you're receiving and sending information out to charter. The cost to move that head to wherever we want to go. Now, I had heard before it was $80,000, and I heard from somebody else that it was $100, but
To move what?
they call it the head. It's the place where you send information out to charter and the place where they send information back into you. It's
$80,000 or what?
Or
$100,000?
somebody said it was just a few $100s, so I think, but, it'd be nice to talk to Charter and find out
I
what
think
does
it
it cost.
depends on where they're going, because I remember discussions we had with Charter before, and everything is here within the village for that. If we were moving out, say out on Coates Road someplace where maybe Charter isn't, then you're going to be talking some big bucks
Right.
to move. But I think, if I remember what they said before, there's kind of a loop or something, and I know there was a loop that went out to Addison Township, And since it's already here, already established, I don't think you're going to have a problem with that.
That might be an issue at the Legacy Center, I don't know, but it would be good to talk to Charter and find out, exactly what's up.
Well, I think you have to take this in steps, and I think start with the landlord,
Yep,
and
I
then
agree with that.
Charter.
I'll drink to that.
Buck, I think what you're referring to is what it would cost us to reset up the equipment and get all the wiring and all that.
No.
No, at
That's
one
what
point, but
Elton refers to
it's been
when he's talking.
years.
Oh, okay.
But there was a large amount to move something, but I don't think,
Right.
I think with the way technology's, changed, I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Lesser Elton said for the village, like 800 or to 1,000.
Well, I agree with that. There might be different, the thing we need to do is we need to call Charter and find out, but like Ed says, the first thing to do is find out how long are we talking about this? How long do we have to live where we're at now?
Okay, who's going to write the letter?
Well, you have Sue and Buck are on the Facilities Committee.
I'm not much of a letter writer, just to start things off. What do you
Well,
say
I
you
can
want?
write the letter, but I'm going to call Ed and pick his brain about it. I was trying to write down some of the things that you said, and I'm not fast enough. so-
Well, or maybe to write the letter and send it out before you mail it.
Oh, I wouldn't send it out without getting everybody's okay.
That's fine.
There you go.
I do have a question that maybe this, I don't know if I should even bring this up in a public forum. I think I won't. I'll ask you guys privately.
Oh, come on.
No,
Well, you can't ask this privately as a whole, because that'll be,
no. I'll talk to Terry about it privately. She brought something up earlier, and I kind of sent up a red flag, but I'll ask her about it privately.
as long as it don't sound like you're trying to get around the Open Meetings Act, it's okay.
No.
Okay. Set up?
There you go.
We're
Okay.
going to wait for the Legacy until we hear information back from the renter.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say that?
Yeah, we've got to wait no information from it, so,
I got to say yeah.
yes, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Is that the agreement with everybody? We're going to wait on the Legacy until after we hear back from where we rent now?
Well, we may not hear back, but
Yeah, he's got no obligation to respond.
Right.
So if nothing else, we'll wait till next month to see where we go. Okay, just so we know what's up. So I act like I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, new business. I don't know who wants to do this, Lori?
well, who'd set it up, Dave? Is that,
Yeah.
David?
Well, we have some projected shortfalls on a few of our budget items, budget lines, and I'm just proposing that they be boosted roughly by $1,000 in two cases and $2,000 in another, so that we will hit our targets at the end of the year. And it looks like it can easily be taken out of one of three or all budget lines on page 33. We have $10,000 available, roughly, for professional services. Insurance, we've expended everything we're going to for our insurance policy. We have $1,771 left over. And in contingency, we have $4,007 left over from that. So we can easily transfer funds, especially out of the professional services, to cover these shortfalls in these three other budget lines.
Lori, have you seen that? Do you agree with that?
I would prefer that we take it out of contingency, just to keep the professional services, I guess, a little cleaner. I was worried, though, are you sure about the $7.55 that would be remaining? Because that number is probably more updated than what was on the township's documents. They showed a little bit more money in there.
Yeah, I updated the one that I originally sent to you. As a matter of fact, on page 31, there is a typo where it says the projected shortfall is 223, it's really 723.
Wait, which one are you on?
Where are you
The
at?
On
computer and
the
accessories?
public relations.
Public relations.
Projected shortfall is how much?
723, as opposed to 223, just a typo.
Okay, because I thought you needed 4,000, so you really need,
That's what he's
how much
asked
do you
for.
really need?
4,000.
The typo doesn't.
So, on public relations, if the projected shortfall was 723.08,
08. It's,
does the $2,800 not cover what you need? Yeah, that should, because you're,
right.
Right.
so you need $4,000 extra into these 3 accounts, right?
Right.
Okay, so if we take 4,000 out of contingency and allocate it to these accounts, that should work.
Yep.
The internet, the 50 tel Ethernet, is that a one-time charge?
50 tel, no. That is actually 3 separate monthly charges. But it's the expected billing for the entire 2016 model year.
In charter, we're just short on that?
Charter is the same thing, it's a projection.
Okay, so
As is web, as is the one-on-one web hosting.
okay, so for internet, we really just are not gonna make it with $8,000 ever.
Right.
What changed to raise that?
Pardon?
What changed to raise that on the internet for?
What changed it?
Yeah, what was the big change that caused us to need more money at 1,900?
Well, the 50 tel is, Ethernet per month is more expensive than the old ACC that we got rid of.
Who do we pay to that? Who do we pay that to?
I think, I don't have it right here, but I think it's roughly 365 or something like that for the ACC per month, and because we went to the 50 tel Ethernet, it's considerably more expensive in the $600 range.
Okay.
I would make a motion to take $4,000 out of contingency and disperse it $1,000 into computer and accessories, $1,000 into public relations, and $2,000 into internet.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Fisher, supported by Kreidemann. Buck, you want to do a roll call, please?
Yes, Buck Kreidemann, yes. Superset,
Yep.
Charlene Sotheby,
Yes.
Lori Fisher,
Yes.
Ed Hemmeth.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, committee reports. Do we have anything from technical?
No, unless Buck has something.
No, I don't have anything.
We have nothing from personnel and nothing from
I
facilities.
would like to say one thing about technical. I'm not sure that, are we being invited into any discussion about new technical stuff?
Not right now.
But if you do have some, you
Well, always
either contact us or you just go ahead and do it and then tell us later.
No.
So, are we involved if you want something new?
If we're going to have another TriCaster, we'll call you before we do anything at all,
Okay,
for sure.
Okay, I just wanted to check and see if, I know it's been a long time since you've been involved, so I just want
We
to
have no ideas of getting expensive at all right now.
Okay, yep, great. Nothing for me then.
Okay. Managers report?
Al Campbell has left us. He's a good guy, but he's got a job at the post office in Pontiac. Making a little more money as a part-time, but we miss him. Ashley Point, we're looking over in the corner right now. Ashley was an intern, now she has her degree from Ferris State and now works with us, and she fills most of Al's assignments and more. Doing a good job for us. AT&T is a problem we have right now. They want to go up to Dish. They give their bills this month, they give them a $100 bill at their AT&T, at their bill. If they go up to the satellite, they'll discount $100 more for them to go up to the satellite. They're trying to hurt themselves for us. Of course, if you get the satellite bills up to them, it costs almost $100 your satellite into the house. Still costs that money. Second quarter of this year, the Dish people lost 280,000 subscribers quitting the Dish so people are not really helpful with the dish, but we are concerned about AT&T. Addison Township still watches at Channel 99, but we're concerned that they may still, people go up to the dish, the rest of the people go to Charter. So we're a little concerned of what we're going to lose or not lose from AT&T next year. As far from the viewers, just enjoy the viewers that we had, the viewers from 4 people chatting how nice we were, so enjoy that when you look at that letter.
As people move from a landline, which is AT&T, UVerse, or Charter, to a satellite facility like Dish or Direct, that takes money away from the contribution that
They're not
the
going to pay any
townships
on
get.
Dish, are they?
No.
They won't pay nothing for Dish, I believe. If you get
Right,
it from a
if it's
satellite,
satellite, it's...
Yeah, lose it, right.
there won't be no franchise fees.
Correct.
Yeah?
Well, AT&T owns DirecTV.
They do now.
They do
Yes.
now.
So it's not Dish TV we're talking about.
Dish. It's a Direct or Dish?
It's DirecTV.
Direct TV, right.
Right.
That would be a big issue, wouldn't it?
Potential. A lot of people are going to go to Charter because the people don't like the worth of
Bill,
Dish.
we
but-
don't have Charter in most places in Addison. That's not a choice to switch to Charter. I don't have AT&T or Charter.
Right.
So don't look for them to switch to Charter because Charter runs on about 3 or 4 roads.
Well, I know the NT that you have in Addison, the wired people can go to Charter.
Only thing that would be nice,
We're talking about the Oxford AT&T people.
that would be nice for me, I could get the cable television, but again,
You got no wire up, you know.
yeah, that wouldn't be good for the station, because it wouldn't.
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
that's the end of the manager's report.
Okay. Commissioners' comments. Ed?
No, no comment.
Lori?
No comment.
Chuck?
I think they're doing a good job, and I appreciate when I call and they respond when I have suggestions and what have you.
Buck?
I was over at the township offices today, and they do now have Charter, and they have a television in the break room there, and we turned TV on 191.
Hey, now there you go.
All right.
Addison Town's supposed to do that.
Yeah, it worked just fine. It was beautiful. We had, I like to call them, well, I won't say it out loud, but David Elgin were on there, yeah, and Terry was on there a little bit, and yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
And Lori Lowe said that she likes that station on there. She's the assistant to the building department. She likes to know what's going on in the community. Well, I thought that was very nice.
Very good.
That's all I have.
Okay, I don't have anything. Public comment?
I have 2 things. You probably read it in the newspaper, but one of our... Terry Stiles, production manager for OCTV. One of our programs won a Philo Award again this year for the best instructional video, and that was Connie's Kitchen, which involves Connie Miller, a volunteer, and Kyle and Russell. So this is Russell's 2nd year of receiving a Philo, and our 2nd year in the entire history, so I'm pretty excited about that. Also, just to give you an idea, we had 400 Renaissance tickets, and we were giving them away through a promotion that we put only on our TV. We didn't put it on Facebook or YouTube. We almost got rid of our tickets. We also gave out a lot to the community. But in that, we had people say what show they were watching and send us a self-addressed stamped envelope. And the comments that we got from people, including as far away as, where was it, Midland and North Branch, was terrific. It's really nice. And they specifically named what shows they liked and that they really enjoy watching the people in this community and what they're doing. So the community is doing really good, too. I just wanted to say something up and fun.
Well, the Philco, they've changed more states too, as a 5th state.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 more states added to the Philo Awards as well. So there were over 2,000 submissions for the instructional videos, so.
Good stuff.
Yeah, we got a good cooking show.
Great.
But that award was issued by who, and were there
It's
any?
the Philo Festival, and
and I knew you were going to ask. He is a gentleman that was involved early on in public television, public access, and wanted to encourage people to be involved in it early on.
That was, did you say thousands of entries to try to get that award?
2,000.
2,000 had submitted for that award?
Pardon me?
2,000 had submitted to get that
Yes.
award?
Right.
Great.
I think
Yeah.
it was Philo Farnsworth.
Philo Farnsworth. Yeah, you can look it up and get the history.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Very good. Congratulations.
He was on that eight.
Okay.
I didn't know you had it in your
Entertain a
soul,
motion.
Barbara.
I move that we adjourn.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion by Sotheby, supported by Fisher. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign.